Okay, so it is really, or it's not really late, it's like 10:25. Me and this one were actually like curled up on bed about to go to sleep, but I was watching Jenna Marble's videos about Bunny, and I got inspired to do like a dog tag. So that's what I'm gonna do, because like anyone who knows me personally will tell you, I never shut up about my dog. So I literally just like Googled dog pet tag, and I found the furry friend tag and the pet tag questions. I'm so sorry, I have no idea like where it originated, who came up with it, where it started. I'm really late to the party and it's really late at night and I'm tired, but I just wanted to do this because I was gonna do it tomorrow, but then I got impatient and I was like, no, I want to do it now. So here we go. I've rambled enough. So I've got my computer with the questions right here. That's also probably why the lighting is as bad as it is. No, don't leave. Okay, she decided she wanted to leave. Hopefully she'll come back in a minute. So let us get started. Question 1. What is your pet's name? My pet's name is Callie. You spell it C-A-L-L-I. Sometimes whenever we go to the vet, they add an E to the end of it. So I have unwillingly fallen into the trap that I myself am in, where, because I have that problem a lot too of people misspelling my name. So I have, unbeknownst to Lee, also given that to her. But yes, her name is Callie. So question number 2, what kind of pet is it and what breed? She is a dog, obviously. If you've seen any of my videos, she always makes an appearance. She's a dog, and the breed, she is a toy Australian Shepherd, which I did not know was a thing until I got her. Oh, I also forgot to mention, yeah, not only is she a toy Australian Shepherd, but she's also considered a black tri. For those of you that don't know anything about coloring or what that means, if you've seen her, you'll know that she's predominantly black, but she also has white and then tannish brown fur coloring. So she's got 3 colors, but the predominant is black, so black tri. There's also, like, my grandma has a red mural, which those are the ones that have the spots, and red because he predominantly has like that red brown coloring. Question number 3, how long have you had your pet? I have had her since she was 8 weeks old. So pretty much, if you know anything about dogs, basically as soon as she could leave her mother, I've had her since then. And this is gonna answer a question, like I think the next question, but I've had her for 2 years. Question number 4, where did you get your pet? I think, actually, hang on. Yeah, okay, so there's a question on, oh no, yeah, how did you get your pet? I got her, this is actually kind of a bit of an embarrassing story, just embarrassing on my part. I got her from a, I don't know if I want to say the name of it. Okay, I'll say it, I don't care. I got her from a place called No Limit Ranch, and the story behind it is my great-grandmother was having a girls' weekend, so it was a lot of girls from our family came over to her house and stayed the weekend. And during this weekend, my grandmother, her sister, my great-aunt's sister, was picking up a dog that she had already bought from No Limit Ranch. My grandma has a red mural. Anyway, so she was picking up her dog named Blue. This is Blue. From this place, and I went there with her. Like we all went there together. And while I was there, I was just having a great time playing with the puppies because I really like dogs. I don't really consider myself a dog. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say I consider myself a dog person because I feel like that also implies that I don't like cats. But I do like cats a lot. But I guess like I'll say I'm a dog person. So I was having the time of my life playing with the puppies. And a lot of the women that were with us in our little group, because there was like a solid number of us, I guess they took notice. They took note of how happy I was with these dogs. Oh, there she is. There she is. Maybe she'll sit in the background. She's really tired. So she was like passed out asleep before I started recording. Anyway, back to the story. I guess my other family members took note of how I was happy and interacting with these dogs. So they, being the, like, I still to this day can't believe they did this. They are absolutely amazing people. But they all chipped in order to help fund getting this little angel right here. And then I kind of noticed it. I kind of saw like money changing hands. And then my mom came in to talk to me and she was like, "Do you want a dog?" And I was like, "Yes." And then the next day we got her. Yeah, so again, it's embarrassing just because it was like honestly a super impulsive decision, but I don't regret it. It was kind of hard at the beginning, but we both had a learning curve, but I think we have a really solid schedule now. Okay, question 5. How old is your pet? She is 2 years old. Her birthday is in May, so she is about to turn 3 in just a few months. Question number 6. What is your favorite memory with your pet? What is my favorite? I'm super tired. What is my favorite memory with my pet? I think, and this might not sound super gushy, if that makes sense, but I think my favorite memory of Callie, of like us together, wait, what's the question? Yeah, with your pet. I was putting on makeup to go somewhere, and I should preface the story by saying at the time the story took place, we were still working on potty training, and it was something that we were kind of having an issue with because I'm just not a good trainer. Honestly, the fact that we have any semblance of like a solid schedule now is all due to her, because I looked up a lot of stuff about Australian Shepherds when I first got her, and one of the things I learned was they are super smart, which she is. She is scary smart, and it's only by her being able to be super quick thinking that we get anything done. But I was putting on makeup, and I had the baby gate to the bedroom open, because the way my apartment is set up is there's concrete everywhere except in the bedrooms. The bedrooms, there's carpet. And whenever we moved here, we were still having a problem with, like I said, potty training. So I got the baby gates, and I was like, okay, you're not allowed in the bedrooms. I'm going to keep the baby gates closed. And me and her just spent a lot of time in the living room. Like, we spent all our time in the living room until it was time to go to bed, and then I would come to bed. But this was the process of trying to get her accustomed to the carpet so that she could come in the bedrooms. And I was putting on my makeup, and I was checking back like every few seconds just to make sure she hadn't used the bathroom. And I saw her walk out of the room, and she was gone for a second, and then she came back and just laid down on the carpet. And I didn't think anything of it until after I'd finished my makeup and I left the room. I saw that she had used the puppy pad. And I think the reason that this one is my favorite memory is because that was the moment that I actually could see that we were making progress and getting to a rhythm and a routine and a schedule and getting somewhere, basically. But other than that, I think my favorite memories with her are just whenever she curls up beside me and we can snuggle like on the couch. Whenever I'm like laid out on the couch and she just comes, takes a nap on my chest, or whenever we're just snuggled together on the couch or the bed, because I love cuddle time. And she's not a big cuddler. She doesn't like being picked up and manhandled and like snuggled and cuddled that way. She likes cuddling in the sense of I'm going to sit here, I'm going to lay here, and she will come curl up beside me and lay down. So that's also like a honorable mention answer. Question 7. What are some quirky things about your pet's personality? Well, she's a special little girl. Let me just say that. No, but that sounded so pretentious. But really, I like to think she kind of has a unique personality. One other person has said that she acts like a cat. She loves to sit on top of the couch. She definitely suffers from only child syndrome. She gets very jealous. I don't know if this is like a quirk of her personality, but one of the things that she does is whenever she wants to tell me that she needs to go for a walk, she knows where I keep her leash, so she'll just go to that little cabinet and like tap it with her paws and then look at me and be like, okay, I'm ready for a walk. We have a good line of communication, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, she's very vocal and she's very good about telling me what she wants. Like whenever she wants to go for a walk, she knows to tap the door. Whenever she needs more food or water, she'll like kind of paw at her water or food dish, and it makes this metallic cling, and that's how she tells me she needs more food or water. I don't know, she's just really good about communicating with me. She's very hyper, but that's pretty standard for Australian Shepherds. Through the research that I did, I've learned they're very smart, they're very high energy, so she definitely likes her walks. She would go on a walk like every half hour or every hour if I let us, but we go on plenty of walks, I want to say. She loves soft surfaces. She loves napping and sleeping on blankets or pillows. Yeah. Oh, I just remembered one of her other like quirky things is whenever I give her peanut butter, I'll get like a plastic spoon of peanut butter and I'll set it down for her. She has learned to take her paw and put it on the handle so that she can lick the peanut butter. Question number 8. What does your relationship with your pet mean to you? This is gonna sound so like, but I really do appreciate having adopted Callie. I do live alone, and I do live in a mid-sized city, so I do appreciate on that level having another person here with me, another like kind of guard, because she is a very good guard dog. She is very good at alerting me whenever people get close to our building. I do also appreciate her company. That's something that my grandma and my great aunt like to say a lot is, oh, they're such company, but they really are. I like to kind of make this joke that having a dog, I'm sure having like other kinds of pets in particular, but I have the experience of having a dog. It's like having a baby and a roommate, except the baby's never going to grow up and the roommate doesn't help with rent, which isn't too flattering sounding, but like that's kind of part of the joke, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, I appreciate having the company. I appreciate having just that kind of companionship that having a dog has, if that's making any sense. Okay, question 9. What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? Well, I've already talked about the whole like snuggling and napping together on the couch or on the bed. I can definitely tell you one of her favorite pastimes is going for a car ride. She absolutely loves riding in the car with the windows down, of course. And it's funny because she recognizes my keys and she recognizes what that means. So anytime we put her leash on and I'm holding my keys and we leave, she makes a beeline for my car. But yeah, so one of her favorite pastimes is definitely car rides. Mine is probably the snuggling and napping together and going on walks. I enjoy going on walks too if the weather is not absolutely terrible. I like this next question. Number 10, what are some nicknames you call your pet? She has quite a few nicknames. My great aunt likes to call her Wiggle Britches or Wiggle Butt because she doesn't really have a tail. If you've seen, she doesn't really have a tail, so whenever she tries to wag her tail, she kind of ends up just wagging her whole backside. So that's kind of where that nickname came up. And we're friends with someone that started calling her Wags because of that. I think that's probably the nickname she's referred to as most is Wags or Wagster. And then I definitely will call her, like baby girl. She's Child. That's only if she's in trouble. I call her Child. But if she's not in trouble, it's baby girl. Baby. I think I call her Chica sometimes too. But definitely like Wags, Wagster. That's her top nickname. Okay, so definitely moving over to the pet tag questions. I'm gonna have to kind of sift through these because some of these were also asked in the above one. So, okay. The second question, how did you come up with the name? That was definitely a process. The first day or two I had her, she definitely went through a couple different names before I found one that me and others kind of thought fit. And the reason that I came up with Callie is I was looking up like a lot of names, and I'm someone that is also like, I don't know if it's just because I was like an English major or what, but I am very interested in looking into the meaning behind names. So I was looking into names and what they mean and kind of what I thought would fit her, and I came across Callie, which if you did not know what that meant, Callie means the most beautiful. And I think that fits her pretty well because I think she is an absolutely adorable dog. So that's kind of where I came up with her name. But it definitely took a while. I think she was even called like, I don't even remember. She had some, I think she was called like Suki and something with A. I don't know, for a while, but what is your pet's favorite thing to eat? Peanut butter, like I said. She also really likes cheese, which I don't think is uncommon. Like, I know a lot of other dogs like cheese. She also really likes whipped cream and ice cream. As far as like human foods go, and as far as like dog foods and treats, the only kind of dog food she eats is the Purina chicken and bites food, and then her favorite treats are the kind of chew bones that have that textured chicken on the outside. That's definitely one of her favorite treats, dog treats to eat. What games does your pet love to play? Definitely tug of war / fetch, and definitely with this guy right here. As you can tell, it's well loved, but this is a rope that has Scrabble letters that spell bark on it. This one's supposed to have an A on it. There it is. A-R-K. This one is by far, oh, you like that? This one is by far her favorite toy. She also really likes I can't find it, but she has a pink kind of rubber ball that's supposed to be bacon scented. That one's also her favorite. So those two. So yeah, fetch / tug of war with those two. Is your pet a cuddle and chill kind of pet or a let go explore sort of pet? I feel like I kind of answered this earlier, but she's kind of both. Like I said before, I feel like she does kind of have cat tendencies. She is at some points very independent. She does, hang on. She does definitely kind of, like I said, enjoys her alone time at certain points, like being on the back of the couch or just kind of curling up on her own. And I think I also kind of explained this earlier, she does like cuddling, but only when it's on her terms. So I could never pick her up, hold her, and be like, yes, let's cuddle. She would squirm away and run away in 5 seconds flat. But if I was already like situated, settled, she would come sit right beside me or on top of me, like in my lap or on my chest if I'm laying down, and we cuddle that way. What tricks can your pet do? Not a lot. She's very, like I said before, she is very smart. I am just not a good trainer. So she doesn't know any commands like sit, stay, roll over. She doesn't know anything like that. She does know walk. Do you want to go for a walk? She does know, and I don't know how she learned this, but where is your toy? I can be like, where's your toy? Where's your toy? And she'll bring me a toy. Those are the two main ones. And I mean, she does know kind of like whenever we're walking on a walk, I can kind of click my tongue, make that noise, and she knows to come. I guess that's kind of heel, because isn't heel whenever they come walk right beside you? So I guess she kind of knows heel, but it's whenever I make that noise or if I kind of whistle. What is the funniest thing your pet has done? Ooh, that's a good question. She is very funny. Honestly, one of the funniest things is just how she acts around other people, because she's such an attention seeker around other people. It's the funniest thing ever. Like I said before, she definitely suffers from only child syndrome. But how she acts around other people, the fact that, oh, no, okay, I actually have a story. I don't know if this is very funny, but I think it's funny. So there was one time I was taking a nap in bed, but I had my computer still open. No.
Do you mean Sam's Silk Radio?
No.
Alright.
I had it still open, and I was listening to a song before I took a nap, but it was on pause, and I had a mouse plugged into it, and I guess somehow the mouse fell off and got onto the chair. It fell off onto the chair, and she had tried to wake me up. That's another funny thing, is she's a pretty persistent alarm clock. But this time I was taking a nap, I was really tired, I didn't want to wake up. Somehow she managed to start finagling with the mouse and got the song to start playing again, thus waking me up. Oh, what is the boldest thing your pet has done? Bark at the delivery man. I don't know, she's not very aggressive. She's very much an attention-seeking people pleaser. Oh, no. I know. The boldest thing she has ever done was we were driving home to visit family, and we live a couple hours away, so I wanted to stop at a gas station to get a drink or a snack to help keep me help keep me awake. So I left her in the car just for the few minutes to go get a snack, and I was walking down the aisles, through the aisles, trying to figure out what I wanted. I heard the door open, I looked over, and I see this dog walk in. So I'm like, oh, there's a dog. I kind of focus and actually look at the dog, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's my dog. She had somehow managed to quick slip out of the car without me noticing, and then this is a gas station, so there's plenty of car traffic, managed to find her way through all of that, not get hit, thank goodness, and made her way to the doors, waited for someone to open the door, walked into the gas station, and found me. I am very, very lucky that she didn't get run over. So that is definitely the boldest thing she has ever done. What impresses you the most about your pet? Honestly, how smart she is. I swear she understands me whenever I talk to her. She is very smart. She's very persistent. She's definitely the alpha in this relationship. I have no authority in my own apartment. I do also appreciate she's a very good comforter. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, she can sense that and she comes and comforts me. Yeah, is your pet house trained or an outside pet? Kind of both. We do try to go on regular walks. And we definitely have a schedule. First thing in the morning, go on a walk. As soon as I get home from work, go on a walk. And walks sprinkled periodically throughout the day. But I also do have a puppy pad, training pad, out all the time for whenever I'm at work or during the night, because I do live in an apartment complex, so I don't have a dog door with, a fenced-in area for her to go in. So like I said, she's kind of both. The most training that we've done, I think, has been acclimating her to carpets, because whenever she was younger, she definitely could not tell the difference between carpet and grass. She thought carpet equals okay to use the bathroom here, and so that's why, if you've seen in my other videos, I do have baby gates up, because whenever we first moved here, I was like, okay, I don't want to ruin the carpets, so you're only going to be allowed in the living room. So we spent a lot of time in the living room. And then one night, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I allowed her in my room, and I said, okay, you're allowed in my room, but only if you're on my bed. So you and me will chill, hang on my bed, and then the second you get off the bed, you have to leave, and I'm shutting the baby gate. And we did that for a few nights, and then after a while, she started getting curious, and she started wanting to explore the room more. So I said, okay, you can get off the bed and explore the room, but I'm going to be watching you the whole time. And that went on for a little bit without incident. And I started watching her less and less. Oh boy. I started watching her less and less because I started seeing that she was understanding that this was not go to the bathroom place. And then I started kind of letting her just roam around. And I trusted her enough, but enough time had passed, and I trusted her enough at this point that I didn't really fear her going to the bathroom. But she still wasn't allowed here at night. At night, I'd still confined her to the living room. And then one night, I honestly think this happened because I was just too tired to do it, but I was already in bed, and I didn't close the baby gate. Call it laziness, what have you, it happened. So that was the first night that oh my goodness. that was the first night that I left the baby gate open during the night, and as soon as I woke up, I immediately checked all of the carpet just to see if we had had an accident. Luckily, knock on wood, there wasn't one. So I was like, okay, fine, we can work with this. I can start letting you sleep in here at night. And, you know, for the first few nights after that happened, I still checked the carpet. There still weren't any accidents. And then that went on for a little bit until the time I mentioned earlier where I was putting on my makeup and she left to use the puppy pad and then came back. And that was kind of the moment where I realized she understands the rules and where to go and where not to go. So now the rules of the apartment, I do have a puppy pad that I change out like every day, every other day. I have that and I keep that in the same location. So she knows that that is her spot if she has to go in the apartment. And if I am not at the apartment, so like whenever I leave for work, or if I have to leave to run an errand, I will shut the baby gates and leave her in the living room. There have been some times where I've had to run a quick errand where I've just left the gates open, but typically the rule is if I'm here, the gate can stay open. If I'm not here, the gate is closed. And then she's allowed here at night, and she's getting recently more and more comfortable to the point where she sleeps in bed with me. So that was a very long-winded answer to that question. Next one. Where is your favorite place to bring your pet? Definitely my aunt's. My great aunt. That is one of Callie's favorite places to go. She recognizes the house from the street and starts getting really excited. And I'm pretty sure the reason we both like going there is because when she's there, she has a big open lawn field area where she can run around. Because she, like I said, she doesn't really have that here. My apartment complex has a rule. There's a rule that if you have your pet outside, they have to be on a leash. So I think going to my great aunt's is both of our favorites because of that reason. If she gets to run around and get her zoomies out, as it were. What is the most rewarding thing about being a pet owner? I think for me, the most rewarding thing, and something, if you are a new pet owner watching this by any chance, it does get better. I know whenever I first got her, that first bit, it was definitely very, very rough. Just trying to get accustomed to looking after a living being, because I grew up around dogs. Like growing up, we always had, a pet dog. But growing up, it was never solely my responsibility for the well-being of this animal. So just having to adjust to the responsibility of that. Having to train her was hard because, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I kept trying my best and it just kept not working. But actually, going back to answering the question, I think the most rewarding thing about having her was that after a while, and I've heard other people say this and I would definitely agree with it, of like, after they reach about 2 or 3 years old, that's when you can really start to tell a difference. That's whenever you can actually start to see the progress that you're making, and that's what I'm getting at, is the most rewarding thing is just getting to see the progress we made. Because like I've said before, we do have a very good communication between us. We do have a very good schedule, routine, so we work well together. And getting to slowly see that that's become a thing, I think was the most rewarding. Anyway, yeah, so that was probably the most rewarding, is just seeing both of us mature and grow into our relationship with each other and getting more comfortable with each other and developing more trust both ways with each other. I believe that was the last question. Let me quickly, those are all the questions. So I'm gonna sign off the video here, and definitely if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video that you would like me to answer, definitely leave them in the comments below, and I might make like a part 2 thing to this video. But I do thoroughly enjoy being a dog parent and having Callie, and I just randomly got inspired to do this video, and I thought that she'd been in the background of my videos enough that it was time to show her some love, even though she's not wanting to participate. It's okay. She's getting a midnight snack. It's fine. But yeah, so I guess that's the end of this video. Like I said, if you have any more questions about Callie, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And as always, if you have any other ideas or suggestions for videos, feel free to leave them in the comments below, because I am still relatively new to this, and I do have a few ideas of what I want to do, but I also want to make videos that y'all would like watching. So yeah, so I'm gonna sign off. I'm going to try to edit this tonight, but it is after 11 p.m. and I have to be at work at 8 o'clock tomorrow, so we shall see. But I'm gonna pull a Markiplier and say I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. Also, I just remembered another quirk of her personality. She hides her kibble bits everywhere. She hides them in my bed. She hides them in the couch. She hides them on the floor. She hides the little like kibble dog food bits from her dog bowl. She hides them everywhere like a squirrel hoarding nuts. Does anyone else's dog do that, or is it just mine? Because I don't get it.